Life is just peachy. In my entire run of Anime Abandoned, I never hit a patch of such easy targets, fluff titles that have absolutely no impact on the viewer, yet provide endless material to riff on. I never thought life could come with cruise control, but that was when I was trying to review titles like Angel Cop and Apocalypse Zero. Now? It's like I don't even need to be here. Once again, we're looking at the works of one Satoshi Urushihara, the embarrassingly anointed king of breasts. I wonder if that's how he introduces himself at parties. Hello, my name is Satoshi, and I draw tits so well that they call me the king of breasts. Where were you going? Today's feature has much in common with last episode's Legend of Lemnir, in that they're both vapid stories that patch the holes in its plot with gazongas. It's called Plastic Little, and no, I have no idea why it's called that. Legend of Lemnir I get, but Plastic Little? Is that like After Party at Spago's? In fact, Plastic Little has so many tit shots, ADV had no choice but to invent and trademark the jiggle counter, a DVD bonus feature that counts how many times the jubblies jubble. At that point, ADV should have just thrown their hands in the air and go ahead and license porn. Then again, that would mean that there'd be hentai out there voiced by Tiffany Grant.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!
It's almost sad how well animated and designed Plastic Little is. All this effort, all this attention to detail, all for glorified spank material that doesn't even have the goddamn common courtesy to actually be porn. It has all of the inanity of porn, but none of what actually makes porn porn. It'd be like having a battle axe girlfriend that looks like Michael Moore. At least the voice acting has the good grace to be as awkward as prom night in the back of your mom's station wagon.
Elise, take this escape pod up to the city levels.
What are you going to do?
I'll be right behind. There's not much time. Please, get inside, Elise.
This is totally my natural voice, and not just a no-name voice actor trying to do a bad Liam Neeson impression. Looks like Pop Pop here is saying his tearful goodbye to his daughter before sending her out into the great unknown, like she were Vash, or Jean, or Moses. It looks like this tearful goodbye will be cut short as Daddy is confronted by... If this guy was aiming for threatening, he couldn't have possibly missed the target more. He looks like the Darth helmet version of the Juggernaut. My mom says I have to wear this helmet because of my scoliosis. We cut to our heroine waking up from her reverie. If you're wondering what she's doing here, don't worry, she'll explain.
Where am I? Oh, that's right. Chachamaru's still undergoing repairs in the shipyard, so we're staying in this hotel.
Who the fuck are you talking to? Does she just routinely say everything that pops into her head? And why does she have to talk in that voice that sounds like Bobby Hill if he was kicked in the nuts?
May? Nicole? Mikhail? Baba Roger?
Ah, nuts. Now I feel bad for making fun of her. It's obvious that she has Tourette's. Not even the fun kind, either. Captain Tourette's here realizes that her crew has left Tourette's in the hotel room, and we get an earful of what they sound like.
How's it going up there?
Oh, I'm just about finished. How about you, Balboa?
No, I'd say about another day or two.
By the way, have you seen that idiot Roger?
No?
Oh, Nicole, I'm starving to death.
Yeah, this is dumb. It's way past lunchtime already.
Oh, I'm going to waste away right here.
Not even you can starve that fast.
I just realized that there isn't enough rum in this drink. Also, I think I recognize the little dweeb in the pink hair.
Oh, she wouldn't, huh? And just how do you know that, Nicole?
Well, because, because I just know that's how. I'm a coward. I'm dishonest. I'm sneaky. And a wimp.
Yep, definitely not enough rum. The plot finally starts when the living Wisp here runs into Captain T-Rex fixing Kaneda's bike. It looks like Wispy is in a heap of trouble, and the captain just can't abide by this.
Those jerks!
Oh shit, I didn't think this through! I love how the captain here sprung into action knowing next to nothing about what's going on. It could very well be that the police are chasing after a criminal and she just rescued the most adorable little arsonist. I said the review was going to be easy, but not that easy. No, the two girls spit in the face of reality and are all right, making their way to the captain's aquatic ship.
Something must have happened to her. There's no way Tita could be this late. The hotel said she left before noon.
Oh, it's probably just a guy.
Huh? What?
That's all. Yeah, she's probably enjoying carnal bliss with some good-looking stud while we, her loyal crew, starve to death.
At this point, I don't think this guy's even speaking English. No one talks like that!
You shut up! There's no way that Mike Tita would abandon her crew for some other guy.
Is Pinky here from Napa Valley? Because he sure does love his wine. Also, this guy's name is Nicole. Didn't think it was possible for Spike Spencer to play a character whose parents hate him more than Shinji, but I stand corrected. It looks like Wispy here took a round and needs some medical attention.
Tita, I think you should take your friend down to the bathing area.
Or a homoerotic bath scene. Christ, where did this doctor get her degree from? St. Ogenki's University? Well, this is what you paid for, folks. You want a disturbing amount of detail into breast jiggling, you go to Urushihara or you fuck off! Apparently, this bathhouse of theirs, on a submarine ship, mind you, has water slides and gigantic teapots to splash around in. The bathhouse in Tenchi was more believable than this. At least that was housed in the negative zone. It'd be like if on the Enterprise they not only had a holodeck, but a baseball stadium.
Hey, just exactly how old are you anyway? You could at least tell me that, couldn't you? I'm 16 and a half. But I'm a whole year older than that, and I'm so depressed. I'll never be
Go
able
to commercial.
face
I don't care if we're only 10 minutes into the anime. Go to commercial! Moishi, you're not hearing me. I'm covering up their tits, yeah, but I got the DVD on my fucking shelf. I'm basically recording my own damning evidence right now. You know, possession is like 9/10 of the law or whatever shit. I thought they taught you that at whatever fuck lawyer school you went to. God, what the fuck am I even paying you for? Can you protect my ass or not? Okay. You better figure out a way out of all of this. Or I make a little call to Nana explaining that her adorable little Moishi had to miss Passover this year because he was too busy helping his scumbag client shaft his ex on alimony. Oh, you only think you know how much I know about that. You'd be surprised how much you talk on Grappa. Hell, why don't I double down and explain to the California bar that the last vacation you went on was paid in full by your partner's slush fund? Now that is the tone I want to hear. Send me a get-out-of-jail-free card with a big old wet kiss, and we can put this all behind us. Thank you. Shalom. Lawyers. So, after the girls do some things that my attorney advises against me showing, the rest of Captain Tourette's crew find out that Wispy is the daughter of some bigwig scientist and that she has been reported dead. And, according to the newspaper, this planet must be inhabited by Russians, which would explain why half the crew have horrible Russian accents. But doesn't explain why the other half doesn't.
That girl in the photograph?
Yes, she's the girl who's supposed to be dead, and the military's involved as well. Am I the only one who smells something nasty?
You're a swarthy old Russian dude who probably hasn't seen a bar of soap since the 50s. I'm surprised you can smell anything. Also, what the hell is up with Captain Tourette's and Wispy's relationship? First, the captain feels her up to compare breast sizes, they sleep together, and they go on romantic drives to watch the sunrise. They've known each other for half a day at most, and now they're— Wait! Forgot I was talking about the king of breasts here. I'd be surprised if there weren't lesbian overtones.
Gorgeous. I've never seen such a beautiful sunrise.
Ain't it great? Come on, let's go have breakfast now. I could eat a cloud whale.
Well, excuse me if I sound ignorant, but a cloud whale, is that bigger or smaller than an octorok? Now that they've driven together, slept together, and bathed together, it's only natural for the two girls' relationship to be taken to the next level. Heavy-handed intimacy.
One day when I was about 6, he went out to sea and he never came back again. There was an accident. There was a major malfunction. My dad saved the rest of the crew by jettisoning the engineering section, with himself in it. He vanished into the sea of clouds. Mikhail and the others helped me search for almost a year, but we never did find any trace of him.
Their not at all stilted moment is brought crashing down when Juggerhelmet's troops come a-knockin'.
Lousy bastard! Tita, listen to me! 1 week ago, there was a terrible accident in the Gravity Belt Research Laboratory at the base of the colony. That's what the papers said, anyway. In actuality, a weapon which had been attached to the—
Look, can't you tell me about this later?
No, I've got to tell you now!
If I don't tell you now, then no one in the audience will know what the hell is going on.
As you know,
Apparently she doesn't know because you're gonna tell her anyway. Christ, could this exposition be any more transparent? Her dialogue might as well be on a text crawl. She goes on and on about Juggerhelmet's plan to turn the city's gravity belt into a weapon which he needs for world domination, and then about the fate of her father. And of course, Tourette's links this with her own dad's demise, and the anime drives straight on into Yu-Gi-Oh territory.
And because you're my friend, I won't let you give yourself up.
huh?
I swear I'll protect you, Elise.
But Tita!
Up! Fool me once, shame on you. Yep, she's alright. Again. But Juggerhelmet's men have them surrounded.
Elise, tell me now or your friend will die. Be quiet.
Maybe I should have waited on that Looney Tunes callback joke.
That hunter suit should have kept the bullets from penetrating too far. But what about internal damage, Elise?
Oh, fuck you! You blasted her torso open with the biggest gat you could find, and she only has internal damage? Does this chick have Life 3 cast on her? Wispy makes a deal for Tourette's life to unlock the seal her father put on the weapon, but she's double-crossed just as quickly as the deal was made. Luckily, one of Tourette's crewmen crashes the party and saves them, but not before Juggerhelmet gets a lock of Wispy's hair and thus a means to unlock the seal. But enough of that. Time for more creepy fan service.
It's over. She's going to be okay. None of her internal organs were ruptured.
God, what kind of asshole would nut over a teenage girl hospitalized in bed? Wait.
May? Is Tita...
Shh, Tita's fine, Nicola. But she's sleeping now. Keep an eye on her for me.
No! You fool! You don't know what you're doing!
Thank you.
Call me if anything happens.
Right.
That's so fucked up. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew sizes up the situation they found themselves in.
This whole thing is just too big. What happened to Tita could happen to the rest of us. We hunt animals for a living, Mikhail. We're not cops or soldiers. We'd never be able to survive a real military confrontation.
Oh yeah, you're just simple hunters who happen to have missile-launching fighter jets and bulletproof armor. How will you ever defend yourselves? And what kind of hunter needs all of that shit anyways? What do you hunt, Red Browns? Jesus, even Ted Nugent would tell you to lighten the load out. So, it's no surprise when the captain wakes up, she's determined to strike back and hauls the crew to Jugger Helmet's base. In true Star Trek form, she goes off by herself to infiltrate the base, but brings Wispy along with her. The heading off on her own bit I get, but what the fuck does she expect Wispy to do? She'd break her arm in half from the recoil if she fired a pea shooter.
This is no good. There's no way we can get any closer to the control room with all of this security.
That's it. In the gravity reactor section, there are emergency sub-panels every 150 feet. We can disengage it from there.
Can we get there?
Through the main ventilation ducts.
She brings her along so that she can tell her to sneak into the air ducts to infiltrate the emergency control room. That's like if Otacon had to join Snake just so he could tell him to eat rations to restore his health.
Command sequence!
Lord Geisel, we're about to finish inputting the password, sir.
Excellent. As soon as it's ready, set the parameters to the city levels.
Yes, sir.
What's the status on those meddling intruders?
God, you can practically hear the voice actor's fingers wiggle when he says meddling intruders. Jugger Helmet seems spry to their plan and heads them off at what looks like the reactor room on the Death Star. But through some pretty impressive bullshit, the captain manages to knock all of Jugger Helmet's guards down and takes them down too before his weapon kills everyone.
You have a gun, how very humorous. Little girl, how could you have hoped to overcome me?
She still has the gun, asshole!
You have 4 seconds to live. 3, 2,
1, 0!
Worst villain death ever! I mean that with all sincerity. I have never seen the big baddie of a story being taken out so incompetently. And yet, there is still 10 minutes left to this train wreck. Looks like Plastic Little has some more bullshit up its sleeve. And I'm proven immediately right. As the crew set off to escape the base, an entire fleet of ships comes out of nowhere to stop them, being helmed by some commander we have never seen before. Guys, the anime is over! Why are you dragging this shit out longer than you need to? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's so that they can have the most ridiculous, off-the-wall ending fight scene I have ever seen in anime. They escape into a convenient nearby storm of whirlpools to hide themselves from an entire fleet of ships, and this is what happens.
We're lined up on the axis. Countdown 5 seconds.
Fire!
4, 3, 2, 1, fire!
Yes! Most bullshit final battle ever! This one hunting ship that apparently is not equipped to take on military ships just wiped out the entire military in one fell swoop! The fuck was that crewman talking about? They could have taken on fucking God with that cannon of theirs! Why didn't they just fire that thing off to begin with and take out the base? Fuck you! You insane, glorious bastards! Fuck you! What a note to go out on. This show is a gem of pure schlock. It is concentrated, hardened, calcified shit, pressed into a jewel, and adorned on the crowd of so bad it's good anime. There is not a moment of this anime where you feel bad, or bored, or angry. It's just cheese of the highest caliber. If you're not afraid of the looks you'll get buying something with underage tits in it, then by all means, get this shit and get it now. It belongs in the pantheon of terrible anime. Mwah! Mwah! Masterpiece. No other word for it. Mwah! Well, this month has been very kind to me, but it looks like the milk of human kindness has soured, because up next, I close out a series of anime that has never failed to piss me off. Till next time.